Welcome to the CWSS Conversations with a Self-Sabotager. I'm your host, William, and this episode is about, I don't know. We're going to find out. Let's just find out. Let's just take our time and get there together. My shoulder's been hurting for the last couple of weeks, actually. It hurts when I do this. For people that are listening, if I raise my right arm in a kind of right angle formation, then I feel like there's a strain being pulled inside of my shoulder blade or just my shoulder cap. I don't know what you call that, but it really hurts. It really hurts. I don't know what I did. I don't know why it's been happening for so long. Kind of scared. So I'm trying to build more muscle on that. But that's besides the point. Self-sabotaging. What have I done in the last few weeks since our last talked? First of all, welcome to April. I hope you enjoyed Easter. If you celebrate it, if you don't, whatever. What else happened? Yeah, that's about it. Talking about me. So this month coming and the last month were pretty eventful because I was able to actually get a few clients to trust me with their projects, and I was able to do some photography and also get paid for it. So I'm really happy about that. Trying to bring my prices up in the sense of making sure that I'm doing something along the lines of what I want to do and also be paid equivalently to how much I believe I should be paid, which is kind of hard to also relativize because I have a hard time asking for money. I know I earned it and I know that it's something that I deem worthy of, but it's still hard to be like, yeah, this is how much you have to pay me if you want my services. And wrapping my head around that is becoming more and more logical, but it still takes me time to grasp the notion that that's the only way to move forward. I can't risk not explaining or putting my prices at a certain price, because not only do I deliver good goods, but I also believe in myself enough to trust that this is how much I think I should be given. As you can see, I like looking away from the camera lens. It's not because I'm shy. It's just, I feel like if I'm having a conversation, I like thinking while looking around. I guess it's more like a mental way of me to keep my train of thought without losing it, potentially. I don't know. Maybe there's a deeper meaning to why I don't look right into the lens for long periods of time. Hence, also in real life, I don't look into people's eyes when I talk to them for a long time. But yeah, moving on. The jobs that I did were for two women, actually, separately. One was a food photography, which was very interesting because I've never done food photography before. So it was really interesting to just be able to try and get dynamic shots and see what fits and what sticks and what doesn't. Very interesting. Difficult, not really, but interesting because it's a whole different space. It's like I usually take pictures of people and people are always moving and people are always, either in a awkward feeling or more of a, oh, I'm doing my own thing, you take my picture. Whereas food is there and you have to position the food in a way that it can speak to the person looking at the image. And so that was very interesting to learn and also to kind of aboard. Can I use that word there? Aboard, a subject, right? So I'm glad that I got to try something new, and I'm glad that I feel like the client was really happy with it, considering what she initially wanted. we were able to come to not a compromise, but we're able to come to an understanding, and for the most part, I think we succeeded at what we came up with in the end. And she also booked me this coming weekend, actually, for the event that was ensued after the food photos. I don't think I can show the images yet, so I'm gonna just ask for approval from her. So maybe next podcast episode you can see some of the shots. And that's about it. So she's paying me, and as much as it's not a salary worth payment, it still is money that I would not have had I not had the skill that I have, and had I not taken the time to learn all the steps that I took to get to this point. So I'm really happy with that, very much actually. Makes me more confident in myself, but also makes me believe that I am able to do this because I am good at this and not because I deserve pity money, if that makes sense. That's something that I've been battling a lot in my own mind, in my own terms, because I always think that if you think you're good at something, then you should be able to show it at all times. But I don't think that's the case. I think if you're good at something, you're good at it. And if people believe you're good at it, they will go in your direction. Like, they will call you what you believe you are. So as I am getting better at photography, and as I am getting more and more in tune with what I like in photography, the people around me are now calling me a photographer. Whereas before, it would more likely be, oh, he's got a camera, or, oh, do you do photography? Like, like a lot of questions instead of just straight up assuming, oh, he knows what he's doing. And I think of late, a lot of people who I don't even know already address me as the photographer, which is very, very nice. And it's also just showcases that I've grown within myself in the field that I want to actually pursue a bit more. Then I had another shoot, which was a whole different field from food, It was burlesque, or boudoir, I think it's called. Which was super interesting because I've literally never thought I would ever do something like that. Because first of all, I'm not comfortable. It's not that I'm not comfortable with nudity. It's just, it's something that isn't common. And because it's not common, I assume I'm not the person that's in the room capturing that, if that makes sense. So it was very interesting to just be requested to do this, and the person that requested it, we met in such a random manner. We were eating at a cafe opposite each other, and I didn't know her, she didn't know me, and she talked to me, and from there she asked what I did, and I told her I do photography, and she said, oh, okay. And she reached out later on because I had taken a picture of her, and basically I would set up a date to do the photo shoot, and by God, by golly, was it an interesting one. The photos came out amazing. She looked amazing. How can I say it? Like, the whole vibe was really cool to be a part of, if I can put it that way. Like, it was really cool, just, oh wow, this is how this world works. Okay, cool. Not for me, though. Like, that's something I also realized while I was doing, after I'd taken the photos, like, wow, this is just not for me. But interesting that this world exists. So I sent her the photos. She paid me on the spot, which I really like. But I sent her all the photos, and that was done and dealt with relatively quickly. I just wanted to get that out of the way, so I edited them rather quickly. Again, I don't know if I have the admission to showcase these images. So I'm sorry, I feel like I'm blabbling on about something you guys might want to see, whereas I can't show you. So rest in peace. But it's really nice to know that I know I'm good, but to know that other people know I'm good as well. It's something that's also very hard to kind of visualize mentally, because you walk into a room and you have like 5 minutes in a sense to get that shit done, especially with photography. I feel like if you're awkward or you're shy or you're not confident with how you hold your camera or how you approach your subject, I feel like the models themselves change. And of course, with food, it's not that hard. Again, the food doesn't talk back. But with models, it's like, oh, I just took like 6 pictures. You want to see them? You show them. And they're like, yeah, that's not my good side. Oh, that's a little this, that's a little that. And you just have to bounce right back. Like, you cannot take any of the criticism in a bad sense. It's like now you got to work right now. Don't think that what the person is saying is forever. Or don't think that what the person is saying, because they hired you, don't forget, they hired you, so they know that you're capable of doing what they ask you to do. Now, the hard part is, are you confident enough to do it now, right? Like, and so I think that's something I've been really relearning, in a sense, is it's okay to fuck up, but don't let the fuck up stop you from doing, you know? And the more I'm doing it, the more I realize, man, I fuck up a lot. I fuck up a lot, like a lot. But in the fuck ups, I also see success. I also see like, wow, thank God I took 3 pictures right there, because the first and second one are completely garbage. Granted, if the client were to see them, maybe they'll like them. Who knows? I'm the one that's selecting here. But yeah, I think that's something that I'm really struggling still to learn, is that it's not only is it okay to fuck up, you are going to fuck up. And while you are failing, you're succeeding because you're doing it regardless. And that person who you're working with, and I'm talking about photography because that's something I do. And this is very, very self-sabotagey of me to the whole failure aspect of it. But then I attack it by making sure that the words that they say just go through one ear and out the other. Don't get me wrong, I listen to feedback. So if they're telling me, yeah, could you make it a little brighter? Oh, I'll do that. I can even do it in post, but I'll do that for you right now so you can see it. But I listen to feedback and I really build off it. But I also try my best not to doubt what I see as a good photo. Like, I try my best to elevate my palette of taste when it comes to what the person in front of me wants. And that in and of itself is super motivating, because it allows me to kind of like lower my shoulders and calm down and accept that this moment is right now. Regardless of what happens next, you're busy right now. Just do what you're doing right now. And in the future, you can talk about it better. You can maybe reshoot, I don't know. But don't quit while you're at it, you know. Don't quit while you're at it. And I think that's something that I'm getting better at doing. So yeah, what has my self-sabotaging been this week? So those are the shoots that happened in March, by the way. And we're having another one in April, like I said. But my self-sabotaging behaviors of the week are procrastinating is still up there. A good buddy of mine, he smells really nice sometimes. Then we have, I know I have to do it, but I won't because circumstances. Honestly, don't know why I don't do it. And you could chalk that up to procrastination, but it's like more so I'm not doing it. Like, I should do it, I'm not doing it. And it's something that's a voice. It's a voice. Procrastination is like a person. If I can try and put you into what I see. Procrastination is like a guy that pops up, stands in front of me and is like, yo, I know you want to get those dishes clean, but trust me, you gotta watch that new episode of One Piece. You've got to try out that new anime that someone was talking about 6 years ago. Trust me, now is the time. Whereas I know I have to do it, but I won't, is more like, hey, remember you gotta send that email out, but just don't do it, man. Just don't do it. And the voice sounds so serenading. Right now, I'm making it sound very raspy, but to me, it sounds like angelic, a little bit. Like more like it's like this. It's like and then it's like intercom. It's like hi there, William. I know you're doing great today. I just want you to know you have to send an email. But let's be honest. Why do that now when you could do it later? Lay in your bed. Scroll some more TikTok videos. That email's right there regardless. Regardless. And I'm like, it's like sleep paralysis in real life, okay? If you can relate, please tell me I'm not alone. Then we have the beautiful, the most authentic procrastination, self-sabotaging that I do is I'm gonna eat healthy, but first let me have some junk food. You know, I'm gonna eat I'm starting my health journey today, but I gotta go eat some fries. There's a burger on sale, but it's been a while since I had a pack of Doritos extra large with some dip. But hold on, I'm eating healthy in a bit. Trust me, healthy's on the way. I need this shit today. And that's a story of my life. It's something I just do often. And I realize it's not good while I'm stuffing my face with the freaking Doritos. And don't get me wrong, I know the whole but sometimes it's good to let yourself and your metabolism really understand that sometimes change takes time. I know all these things. These are just things that I do in my day-to-day life, especially last week. So I appreciate your sentimental value to help me, but yeah, that's the reality of it. It's a pain. I'm currently studying for my high school exams. It's kind of hard to say that out loud because I feel like a little shame that I don't have my high school diploma as a 28-year-old. I also do not have my driver's license as a 28-year-old, and I guess I feel less ashamed about that for some reason. But yeah, both of those things I don't have, and I'm studying for it, and I'm working on the exam that I'm going to be having in a few months. And the hard part about studying for it is the voice comes back, the don't voice, but also not only is the procrastination voice there, but there's an underlined you're not gonna make it voice, and that's the defeatist voice, and the defeatist voice is not attractive at all. It's just like it's super gloomy, and it's less of a voice and more like a hand on my shoulder that just taps me every time I open up the browser to start studying. It's like hey buddy, hey, let's stop while we're ahead. And you gave it a good try. You did. I know you only read the title page, but look at it this way. You're gonna fail. You're gonna fail. You failed last time. You're gonna fail this time. And that's the hardest voice for me to defeat. That's it's so loud. It's so loud. And it's all the time. And the more I hear it, the more correct it sounds, the more, yeah, you're right. Yeah, I'm not gonna succeed. And why am I trying? Let's stop, you know? And it makes me feel like shit that I let it win so often, because I'm getting emotional. What the hell, man? I'm talking to myself here. Shit. The more I accept that I'm defeated, the less I want to try. And the less I want to try makes me feel like, why was I even trying in the first place if I'm not going to try now? And I think that's what I do in a lot of things that I want to attempt, especially this podcast. Like, I've always had everything I needed necessary to make the podcast happen. And I just find myself just like, no, you know, the defeatist voice comes in, and it's not even a level of success. I'm not expecting to be on Jimmy Fallon. I'm not expecting to win an award, or like, I really just, the podcast initially was just for me to be able to express myself outwardly about how I feel every day. And I was still procrastinate that because the voice was like, do they really need to know? Does anyone need to know about your problems? Your problems are so superficial. Everyone else has worse problems. But my problems are mine, and I deserve to be able to feel how I feel about how things are happening to me. So every time I make a podcast episode, every time I stream on Twitch, every time I study, every time I do photography, it's me chipping away at this defeatist block. Like, oh, that's the best way to put it. It's like a burden on my shoulders that's like an iceberg. And every time I do something that I want to do, and I do it good, or I do it like how I envisioned, even if it's not perfect, I'm really just hitting the big ice block that's been there for the longest. And it's scary. It's scary that it has so much power over me. But that's the reality of it. Like, it just does, and I can't shake it. I've tried so many things. I get these motivational boosts. You know how people be like, oh my God, it's 1 a.m. I'm gonna change my life around. I'm gonna, you know, and then, and I feel like everyone gets those. But my motivational boosts, or my random erratic moments of inspiration maybe, don't often come at night. They're mostly like in the middle of the day. I get a great idea for a TikTok maybe. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I gotta film this. And then I start deducting all the things that I have to do to make it happen, which aren't a lot. Some of the TikTok ideas I have is just take your phone, film yourself, boom. But then it's like, oh, you have to film yourself, then you have to edit it, then you have to put captions, then you have to put light, then you have to put, it's like, I create this big list for no reason. And then the list itself becomes the reason I'm not doing the thing. Like, the thing is still there, easy and attainable, but the list is like, yo, that list is crazy, man. And that list is the block, and that block is something I'm trying to still work on. And I know I'm saying all this, and I know what I'm saying, and I completely agree with what I'm saying. Trust me, when I say what I'm saying, I mean it. I mean, I want it. I want to change. I want the life that I deem that I'm worthy of. But by golly, I know that I'll fall back into the same situation. Thank God I'm not an alcoholic. Thank God I'm addicted to other things like video games and procrastinating and anime. But like, had I been in a substance abuse, drugs, my good, like, I would have been cooked. I would have been cooked, because not only is it such an easier way to live life, it's so accessible, and it's like there, and it's like, let me just do it because I can do it oh, tomorrow I'll stop. But it's like, but then tomorrow, I like tomorrow because then I can do more. There's so many things that come your way. And that everyone has their own ice block is what I'm trying to say. Everyone is chipping at something that no one knows that they're chipping at. And it's scary. It's scary to be chipping away at something that holds you down, because being held down is easier than climbing on top of the ice block and seeing the beautiful view that you never thought you deserved. And that's something that I'm trying to reach. I'm chipping it so I guess I can get more grips onto it to climb above it. But yeah, the more responsibilities that I get, the less I want to chip away at it. It's like, oh, now I entrust you with this and that and those and this. And the ice block itself becomes bigger because it's like, yeah, well, what about we don't do that? Let's remove that from the list. Oh, yeah, you're supposed to do this. It's very important. That person trusts you, but I'm not gonna remind you when time is nigh. Only the hour afterwards will you get the memo. And for the love of me, I don't know. I don't know how to fix that fully. And maybe it's a thing that stays with you your whole life. I don't know. I'm only a first time living on the planet. So, I'll let you know if I come back. I'll let you know. Oh, shit, that shit sticks with you. But yeah, I feel very, 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 very confident in my photography because I'm able to perform at a higher level now than I used to. I'm also more adequate at reacting and doing things right on the spot. For example, yesterday I took photos of a guy with his car. He wanted a photo shoot and we didn't really have anything set up. He just pulled up with his car and I was kind of like ajar. I was cleaning my house at the same time. So when he rang the doorbell, I was like, oh shit, okay, let's do it. And we went downstairs and we took the photos. And for the most part, they came out really well. And I know that they were gonna come out really well because, I'm confident in what I do. But not once during the shoot was I feeling confident. Only when I took the last image was like, oh yeah, those are some good photos. But during, I was a little bit on the fence because I've never worked with this guy. And I asked him to pay me and he paid me. And it's just like, I guess imposter syndrome might be the way to put it. It's more like, shit, I'm doing this right now. What if he doesn't like these? What if I'm just taking photos of myself in a sense and he doesn't see himself like this? What if? So a bunch of what ifs. But yeah, again, like I said earlier, you just got to keep going until it ends because it's going to end eventually and then you'll be fine. But if you quit while you're at it, that's just gonna ruin the hell out of you. Yeah, again, this is a snot from the almost crying, mind you. I'm telling you, man, I was actually emotional for a second there. I guess I've never brought up the block ever mentally, physically, visually, or emotionally. So the thought that just came into my mind to bring up the block really triggered something within me. But moving on, my girlfriend asked me, I think I said this earlier, but my girlfriend asked me if I have a plan for the future. And I didn't know what to respond to her. I didn't know if it was a yes or a no. I still currently have no correct way of responding to that question. Because one side of me wants to say, yeah, the plan is make photography work. And then another side of me is like, I just want to be happy. And that's not a plan. both are not a plan. They're things, that's great, but they're not a plan. And so it really stuck to me and it made me think, and I was like, okay, like, what is the plan? You know, what is the plan? And I think the biggest plan, like plan is to live alone and to live alone in a home, preferably. I don't like apartments. And to own a car, I guess. Like, it sounds so simple. It really does. But I've never had that. I've never had my own house, which I guess that's normal. But I've also never owned my own car. And to me, those two things have always been like, whoa, like, you're an adult, you know? And so, yeah, I think those two things are the end of the plan right now that I want to attain. My dreams and my goals in life are different from the plan, if that makes sense. And so I'm going to find a way to reach the end of the plan. And now those are the steps that I need to make happen. And so first steps that we're going to apply is sending out more cold emails. Now, cold emails, what those are, is basically an email being sent to an agency, magazine, fashion brands, event houses, event organizers, event planners. Is basically you send out an email explaining who you are, what you do, and asking if they might need your services. And it's cold because they don't know you, right? And so you're just shooting, like you're fishing, basically. Like you shoot your net. Is it a net? Your fishing hook, your line, and you wait and you wait, and sometimes something bites. Most of the times, nothing bites. But if you're not fishing, nothing's gonna bite regardless. So you might as well, you know, put your fishing hats on and get on the boat, or fish on land. I fished in a boat once. Do not recommend. It was a rinkety ass boat, so maybe that's why. But my goodness, that was not a comfortable experience. Not only was the fish that I hooked supposed to be passed out, but came back to life and started wriggling itself in front of my feet, but also the water, like, just all over us, just felt like icky. And I'm like, I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like this. But I was there and I was experiencing it. Yeah, I think that's about it. That's about it for me. Moving on to what we're gonna talk about. I really like this. I really like what we did there. So first is everything we did at the beginning, or everything we've been doing lately. Second is what we have self-sabotaged ourselves with this week. And then thirdly is, or I guess we could always talk about the plan, but in a sense, maybe we could talk about the plan to defeat self-sabotaging, which is never gonna happen, but we're chipping away at the block. Okay, so what the plan for self-sabotage is, it's gonna be 3-step plan here. The first step is making a habit. One just simple habit. And I have to stick to it, just like brushing your teeth, just like taking a shower. Just have to stick to it and make it a routine habit. It doesn't even have to be every day. It just has to be something that I do, I put my mind to doing, and I'm comfortably confident that I can do. So I think that's something that I have to still figure out what I want it to be. But for now, it's main idea, make a habit that I can stick to. Second plan, step, I don't know, is gonna be like I said, the whole eating healthier thing, we're definitely jumping on that. But the second step here is just gonna be being more confident in who I am because I believe in who I am. Like I said earlier, people do call me photographer now because they see me with the camera, but they also see how I walk with it. But the main thing that I still somewhat do is I don't prophesy myself as a photographer out loud sometimes. Like some people might ask me, hey, are you a photographer? And I say, oh, sort of, kinda, but that's what I am. Like I'm not doing anything else right now. Yeah, I guess podcasts, but like that's really what I want to do. So I got to stand 10 toes. I got to be more confident about that. And so I'm gonna make that more concise, especially with the habit that I'll be doing. I think it's gonna allow me to be a bit more confident in myself. And then thirdly and lastly, or last but not least, is that how you say it? Anyway, I haven't heard that in a long time. Is going to be I don't know. Nope, no clue. Confident in a habit. I don't know what the third one's gonna be. Shit. Maybe comment down below what you think the third one should be, okay? Because nothing's coming to mind. I've currently been listening to, I'll give you guys a little recommendation here. Currently been listening to this song. I love it, man. It's cute. Take It All Back by Saskia. So good. It's so good. I just love the way she sings. And yeah, that's it from me for today. I hope you enjoyed the episode. Thank you so much for watching till this point. If you want to support me, I don't even have a Patreon or anything. So honestly, if you want to support me, hire me for photography. Now that's the move. That's the move. But yeah, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you next time. See, I didn't say next week. I don't know when the hell next time's gonna be. But once we get there, you'll see me there, or you'll hear me there. Regardless, it's been a pleasure having this conversation with you. And yeah. How do I end these things? I always forget. Toodles? Bye? Arrivederci. Have a good one. Ooh, wait, I got one. Look, I'll end it like this. From now on, I'll end it like this. And as always, if you self-sabotage, don't sabotage yourself. That definitely needs work. That Jakes.